Hello, hello. I want to go to full screen. Hello. I just felt inclined. I read out of the 365-day book. I've been reading it every day this year. Imagine that. And it's interesting. So I'm going to read today's. This is April 5th. Let me make sure. Yeah, April 5th. So, and the title is probably pretty shocking because when I read this, I don't even remember this particular page, like putting this together. I remember, I know that's how I feel about it, but I was like, where the heck did I find this quote? So, the personal development is not meant for broken people. It's for people who want a better life. Dave Hollis. And fascinating. When I was reading that quote this morning, I'm like, God, like that's a crazy quote. So I looked up the guy, Dave Hollis, and I just found out young guy, like 47, I think, just died in February, was the CEO of this company. And he was very much into like empowerment of people. But like to me, it's that gaslighting the personal development world does for us, where it's highly ego based and you end up feeling like crap about yourself if you're a broken person. Because, excuse me, who doesn't have broken places in them? So let me read what I was told to write. Let me put it that way. I mean, I wrote this, but this is where I totally believe it comes through you. If ever there was a quote about exclusivity, it's this one. It's literally telling me if I have broken parts of myself, which are the wounded parts of me, then I should not bother even dipping my toe into the personal development world. I'd say, yeah, just stay away from it, depending on the what you're hearing. Martin Luther King Jr. preached inclusivity. He too was excluded and yet spoke of inclusivity for all. He referred to the Constitution of the United States when he said, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self evident that all men and women are created equal. Are some of us actually created to be better than others? Am I better or less than someone else? When I ponder this, I think I can see the craziness of exclusivity. It awakens me to how inclusivity just makes sense. Tapping actually has the power to assist me in going into my wounding and find relief with self-acceptance. As I become freer from my wounding, by going deeper into it, I do live a better life. I'm no longer being exclusive with myself and denying anything about myself. Emotional freedom becomes something I experience more and more. This always opens me up to the most authentic part of me, also called the great self. And thought for the day, don't we all have a great self within us? What if I can tune into mine today, even if just for a moment? And I had to read that one today. I just had to hop on here and do it because I was like, that's just so. And then to find out the guy like died of unknown causes. He went to the hospital multiple times to have um, he was having heart problems, and psychosomatically it's like, think about that, you're breaking your own heart in a sense. And I don't know the man at all. I didn't know anything about him. I literally looked that up and I was blown away. I'm like, oh my God, he just died in February. Young guy. But I read that quote and I'm like, that's the struggle that I've always had with that personal development world. And it took me a while to awaken from that nightmare, because it was like, why do I just feel bad when I read this stuff? So if you find yourself reading stuff and you feel bad about yourself, maybe consider finding something else to read that's more inclusive, that allows for your wounding, for the broken parts of you that we all have. We all have them. every single one of them. Nobody gets out unscathed. That way, it's part of the development of the soul. And if we could see it that way, we can see our wounds and our brokenness, as it's what Rumi says, the broken place are where the light comes in. I'm totally like not saying that quote right, but like our broken places are where the light comes in. How about seeing it that way? So just had to share that. Hope you found this helpful and see you next time. Bye for now.